Good morning. First of all, I want to give a thank you to Roz because she just woke up
Yeah.
and she hates when I call her over and make her do videos. Secondly, don't think that we do all of our videos on the same day. I just wear the same shirt
That's actually true.
every morning. It's like my comfort shirt. I like to put this
It
on.
feels really comfy.
It's very comfy. It was my stepmother's,
Really?
and I was staying at their house, and I didn't have any long sleeve shirt, and I was cold, and I was like, I like this. I'm keeping it. So
Why are other people's clothes always comfier?
it was just so comfy. She's like, okay, you can have it. So thanks, Beej, if you're watching. Anyway, I woke up this morning much earlier than Roz. and in her defense, I was tossing and turning during the night. I kept her up. I stole the blankets. But I had a couple texts about basically, people that weren't doing well with their nutrition. And it's almost never, I'm not hitting my numbers because I don't know the math or I don't know how many grams of protein are in this chicken. It's always because of something emotional, stress, family. I plan my day and then shit comes up and I lose my mind type of stuff. And I started to realize that you and I, what we do is maybe, what percentage would you say is actually nutrition education?
Actually, very little. It's so funny.
I mean, it's simple, right?
Yeah.
Hey, this is a protein, chicken, meat, eggs, cheese. This is carbohydrates. This is fat.
Yeah, and some of that, people are coming to it like completely blank slate, have no idea.
But that's rare.
Yeah, and still, those concepts are relatively easily learned. So yeah, I know where you're going with this.
And the app does the rest of it for you.
Yes.
You don't have to know anything about protein, carbs, and fat. You just simply have to scan food.
Yeah.
And realize, okay, well, this food has less protein, so I need to find one with more.
Yeah, and that's what's great about it, because as you go along, you start to find yourself just learning without even realizing, like certain types of foods have more protein.
So give me a number.
Give you a number?
What percentage is nutrition and what percentage is psychology?
I would say, well, I don't know. I hate when people say that. Do you think like,
I have a number in my head.
what would you say? I'd say
No, what are you going to say?
like 10% nutrition?
I was going to say 90-10.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say it's about 90% helping people overcome all the bullshit in their head about food, and then 10% some education. Because at night it'll be like, oh, I have this much protein left. What should I do?
Yeah.
Well, this might fit there. And that's like a one-time lesson.
Yeah.
Next time that happens, oh yeah, Jay told us eat, Applegate turkey when I have 24 protein left, or I have 30 carbs, go eat a banana, go have, 16 Swedish fish, whatever. So, in the bigger picture was, because look, we're just two people in this tremendous industry. And there's probably hundreds, if not thousands of people that do exactly what we do or say they do exactly what we do. What helps us stand apart? And it's, I see things, in addition with getting these texts this morning from a dear friend, and, of course, my reaction is like, call me, which I think is what helps us stand apart. Like, we actually give a shit about these people. And these are people, like, she happens to be someone I've known for a long time, but if they're just someone that found us online, you've heard me on the phone with complete strangers, and within a few minutes, we're like best friends.
Jay has this uncanny habit of, instantly becoming best of friends with whoever he's chatting to.
And then the bigger picture was I see people's responses. I see people's responses even in our groups of like, hey, well, are you hitting the macros? It's like, even if they are, they aren't. It's beyond just like, well, are you being, and that was my go-to answer for a lot of people, like, come back when you're consistent. But the bigger picture is, well, why aren't you being consistent?
Yeah.
Because that's a silly response now in retrospect, because at the end of the day, it's really, if you can do like one of those children's, remember that, did you have this in England or it came when you were a kid? There's like a stack thing and you put rings on it based on size. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It was like this, phallic looking pillar,
I know,
right?
I can kind of picture
and it
what
was
you're
like
talking
donuts,
about.
really. They look like donuts, like a big one, smaller. Then so if you put the small one on top, it gets stuck, and you couldn't put the big ones down below.
Right. Okay.
It's like 5. But if you can do that as an adult, you can hit your numbers.
Right.
Like it's that simple. To plug in, like if you're watching this and you can't plug in a day to hit triple zeros, like I'm not saying eat that day. I'm just saying simply plug it in.
Yeah. Oh.
Right, like do you not think 100 like
you could do it?
100% of the people watching this, 100% can do that if they truly just. It might take some an hour, it might take some 4 minutes, like my video.
Yeah.
But everyone can do it. It's a puzzle.
Yeah, it is a puzzle. Mm-hmm.
So then why isn't everyone lean? No, I'm serious. Like, why isn't everyone skinny?
Just like you
Because
said.
it's simple. Like, that's the key. I can give you the keys to the kingdom or hand you the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
This is your puzzle. These are your pieces. If you put this puzzle together, you will be skinny.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's you've hit the nail on the head. It's like, why? And people have to ask themselves why. What is truly holding them back from being able to be consistent? And, a lot of the time it is life. Life is messy. Shit gets in the way.
And I didn't sit down, like literally I was just thinking about it. I was like, hey, sit down, we're talking. And you were in the middle of something and she was doing a Pomodoro probably. And I interrupted her. But I didn't have let's come up with the answer to this. I just was like starting to think like, hey, we're like, what separates us?
Mm-hmm.
And not to like give us like a pat on the back, but like, why are we different and better than other people? What can we continue to do? And I think it was important to put this out there and ask people. Like, we want to know what we do, or at least I do. But I want to also start to, as I've been doing this for years now, and prior to that, whether it was fitness or yoga and other forms of exercise, my master's is in psychology, and it's always been, when you say I become people's best friends, it's just because I like talking to people. You know me, like I like, when I meet someone that's like a little kooky, I like, what did
Your first comment to me is always, I like them. You say it in such a creepy, weird way, and I'm like, oh my god, you just want to get to the bottom of why this person is a little bit weird.
I ask such funny questions because I just like to get to know.
They're interesting. I get what you're saying. It's they have so much more personality in a way, I think.
But I'll meet someone and want to get to know them, and I don't what's your job? I don't care. I'm tell me why you have, a piano. When did you start learning? Who told you? Deep, I like to really get to, I don't know why. I just like to get to, but I think that's what helps me be successful with nutrition, because at the end of the day, it's that's why you're like that.
Yeah, you've got to get to the root of those issues
and it's,
for people.
This person, going back to her, it's it's been 10 years. And we've had times in her life where she's at weights that are prior to her children. And we have times in her life, like this morning, where she's heavier than the first day I met her. And it's just starting to understand people, and we want to, understand people. That's it. I just wanted to get your opinion on it, get everyone else's opinion on it, but understand that the puzzle's easy. Figuring out your own puzzle is the hard part.
Yeah, for sure. We all have puzzles to figure out.